One of the advantages of multi-party democracy is that elections often become a slugfest between a vote katwa party and the lead opposition one. The phenomenon is particularly visible in Indian politics after the Mandal Commission push for reservation percolated into Indian politics. Riding on the wave of fiscally imprudent freebies, regional parties ended up giving wings to the phenomena erstwhile visible in a few pockets of Indian politics. Kejriwal has taken the onus on himself to push it in the 21st century. Namaste and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of TFI Media Group. I'm your host Sabita Mishra, and if you are watching us on Facebook, give our page a like, and if you are watching us on YouTube, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Coming back to the story, in this video, I am here to tell you why it is Congress that needs to fear AAP and not BJP. Somehow, AAP Supremo Arvind Kejriwal has come to believe that the more his party leaders keep getting caught, the more votes he will gain in Gujarat Assembly election. For him, Manish Sisodia, the most handsome man, is a magical person. Quote, if he's arrested twice, then he might form a government in Gujarat. Yes, it was said by a former IITian who was also a civil servant and celebrated anti-corruption crusader. However, this is the only tip of the iceberg. In spite of getting a public no from the Gujaratis, Kejriwal still believes that his freebie formula will work in Gujarat, just like it did in Delhi and Punjab. This is the reason why he has announced loads of freebies to get votes from Gujaratis. The announced freebies include a monthly allowance for youth and women, free electricity, both agriculture and household, and forgiveness of electricity bills for a particular time period. To be fair to Kejriwal, he should be confident about his prospects. It's his tried and tested strategy. Incentives that do not create long-term infrastructure, also termed as freebies, have been the backbone of a decade-long journey of Aam Aadmi Party. Even in Gujarat, there is economic disparity, and the less advantageous sections of the population may be tempted to vote for AAP. Moreover, there are chances that in the VR of elections, AAP may play a communal card, just like they quoted Khalistanis to win Punjab. However, stating that AAP will form a government in Gujarat is certainly an overstatement. There are two main reasons behind it. Firstly, all these tactics that Kejriwal is trying have been tried by Congress in the past. AAP's tactic in Gujarat is the textbook definition of a photocopy. Throughout its history, Congress pushed the socialist definition of welfare state, which is make the population dependent on itself and in return gain votes from it. To be honest, it worked well until the 1991 reform. 3 years after the reforms, Congress was kicked out of Gujarat, never to be seen again. The people of Gujarat are hardworking by nature, with PM Modi to utilize. Secondly, in spite of suffering several setbacks after the departure of PM Modi to the centre, BJP is still a force to reckon with in Gujarat. In the 2017 Assembly election, it won the trust of 49.1% of Gujaratis vigilant enough to vote. That leaves AAP fighting for a second spot, which is occupied by Congress. AAP's reliance on freebies for vote will only end up snatching a lion's share of Congress vote bank, as the BJP voters are not known for their adherence to short-term incentives. It is the forte of Congress voters. The good thing with these voters is that Kejriwal is known for delivering on his freebies promises. AAP is one of the reasons why freebies are being debated in the apex court of the land. On the other hand, Congress is suffering from a legitimacy crisis. Their losing streak does not inspire confidence among voters. Even if somehow they are able to communicate their victory prospects, they can't quell whispers around Operation Lotus. Resultantly, a huge chunk of its vote will shift to AAP. This gives an opportunity to BJP to resurrect its failing prospects. Nothing could be better than number 2 and number 3 fighting for their spots. It's certainly not BJP's game to lose.